And my friend said, okay, listen, if you want, you can go into the business I'm trying to get into. You can become a stockbroker. You can make a lot of money. A lot of the guys that I work for make a lot of money. I said, okay, great. Introduce me. So I go to this office. The parking lot is full of brand new cars. If anybody saw the movie Boiler Room, which is a crooked operation of stockbrokers, this looked exactly the same, and I later find out that they were also crooked just like them. So I go and I see a bunch of young guys. Everybody's in their 20s and 30s. Everyone has a brand new car. They're wearing $1,000 suits. I said, okay, this is interesting. And I asked the guy, okay, what do you have to do? I know a little bit about the stock market, so I had some money, so I invested in the stock market and got lucky and had one of my stocks actually go up. Hashem was paving my way to go into this business. I only find out 16 years later why. Hint, it's not the money. So he tells me, listen, you come work for me, you pay your dues pretty much, you work for me for a while, you pass your tests, you do this, you do that. You call prospects, you make $250 a week, $1,000 a month. So okay, I'll be here tomorrow. A little bit of a downgrade, about 90%. But it has potential. So I start working, and being ambitious, I realized very quickly that in order for me to be good, I have to be better than everyone else. So I have to start learning what the hell they're doing. So I start reading the Wall Street Journal, I start reading different things on the internet, I start reading magazines, and I get into it. I work for them for about a month, and then I find out that there's some guy coming to the office saying goodbye to everyone. He has suitcases and he says goodbye and everyone's hugging him and kissing him, and I have no idea what's going on. So maybe he's going on a long break. A few weeks later I find out he's going to jail. So once I find out that he's going to jail, which is about almost 2 months after I start working for these people, I'm not making any sales, I'm just asking people if they're interested in getting information from this firm. 7:59 in the morning, I'm reading my Wall Street Journal, trying to get familiar with this business. And my boss, Dean, yells at me, saying, what are you doing? I said, I'm reading the Wall Street Journal, relax. Did you relax? Get out of here. It's time to work. I said, okay. I'll go work somewhere else. And I leave. Again, I don't like when people yell at me. My friend that got me the job calls me about an hour or two later, says, listen, you come back if you want, he'll take you back. I said, thank you very much, I don't want. I'll find somewhere else. I go work for somebody else, which ended up being in a city. It's a friend of my brother's. We used to play soccer together. And I go start working for this guy. Smaller office, not crooked like these people, at least. Baruch Hashem, I find out later on that all of them, or almost all of them, go to jail. So Hashem had some mercy on me. So I go work for this other guy. He's not a crook exactly like they are, but he's not an angel either. He's very vicious when it comes down to actually paying people. So I work for him for free, and I have to earn my way. And for the next year and a half, the most amount of money that I make in 1 month is $1,800, but he only pays me $900. Because I was on the phone 10 times during the month, past 8 o'clock in the morning, on personal phone calls. So he docks the whole day's pay for that. After that, I decide to quit, and I go back into making a little bit of money in the electronics business again for a few months, until the firm that was a big firm from next door that heard about me and met me and so on, he said, listen, if you want to come work for us, we'll treat you better, we'll do this, we'll do that. I said, okay, fine, listen, I'm not willing to work for anyone, I'm willing to be partners with somebody, I'll get clients, you develop the clients, I'll do one part of the business, you the other part of the business, but since I don't really have any money, I need you to pay me a draw, meaning that I'll pay you back. Or you take it from the commissions we generate. Okay, how much do you want? I need $2,200 a month. It's not exactly a lot of money, especially when you're working 14, 15 hours a day. So fine, no problem. I come in, I'm all excited, I pass my Series 7 test, I pass my Series 63 test, I already get 2 licenses, which is like the average in the industry. And I go start working for this guy. After a month passes, I ask him for my paycheck. I got him 14 clients, or 11 clients the first month. I got him 11 new clients. I said, okay, we're making some money, this is good. I said, can I have my check? He said, no, I hold the first check in case you screw me. Oh, okay. You're one of those. Fine. For me to leave right now, I have to start the whole story again. I just left one place for 2 years almost. Now I'm going to start another place. Okay, you know what? I'll believe you. I'll buy another month. We'll double down. I work another month. I get 14 clients the second month, which is a lot. So now we have 25 new clients in 2 months. I ask for my check, and he gives me a check for $81.12. Personal check. I look at it and I ask him, is this lunch money or? He said, no, it's your paycheck from last month. I said, no, you're missing a few thousand. It's supposed to be $4,400. Even if you want to hold this first check for whatever excuse you made up last month, it's still $2,200. Because what are you talking about? I don't remember promising you anything. I said, what do you mean? We had an agreement. He goes, do we have a contract? So what contract? You gave me your word. You worked for a big company. So if we don't have a contract, I don't remember what I said. Okay. If you all remember, every Wednesday we read a Tehillim. El nekamot Adonai, el nekamot Ofia. God is the one that takes revenge. And He shows up once in a while. I just didn't think it was for me until later on. Now a month goes by. I go to the boss of the office and I tell him, listen, this guy robbed me for a few $1,000s. I'm now finding out more information about him that apparently I'm not the first guy that he did it to. I don't want to work for him anymore or with him or anything. I just want to be independent. And the owner tells me, he goes, well, listen, I have to think about it, and I'll get back to you. I said, okay, fine. And he comes back and he says, why should I let you be independent? I said, well, I work harder than everyone else. Most people show up at 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning and leave at 4. I show up at 6:30 or 7 and I leave at midnight. It's a good indication I work hard. Okay, but it's going to cost you about $4,000 a month to work here. At least, because you have to pay for the secretary, and the office, and the paper, and the other paper, and the phone bill, maybe some paper too, and some other stuff that he can just make up, and it's about $4,000. He says, do you have it? He says, no. He says, where are you going to get it from? I said, I have no idea, but I'll get it. I said, okay. He lets me go on my own, is what it's called in the industry. And just 2 days later, September 11th happens. When Hashem says He takes revenge, He takes revenge. The guy that paid me $81 was out of the business. Apparently all of his money was in the stock market. He lost all of it. He left the business. Nice Musar lesson. Don't short people money. Play with their life.
We are meant to be a light unto the nations, not to follow their misguided practices. Remember, every Jew has to remember that he's a Jew and she's a Jew. We don't celebrate non-Jewish holidays, even if they seem harmless. It's a zilzul, disrespect to the Torah, and could lead to Chilul Hashem, desecration of God's name. Stick to our holy Torah and our own holidays. That's the path of a true Jew.